Hello everyone and welcome to Your Home Practice. My name is Trishy and for today's class we will be focusing in on our hearts for inner peace. So this is an all levels class because quite frankly everybody needs some inner peace in their lives, even if it's just for 1 minute, 1 day, 1 hour. So come and take a comfortable seat. For beginners to more intermediate students, you might want to come and sit up on a block so that your hips are sitting above your knees. Either way, come and take a seat, either kneeling or cross-legged, and place your palms down on top of your knees. Simply ground through your spine and lift up through the crown and top of your head. Bring your left palm to your low belly and your right palm on top of your heart space. Feel free to close your eyes and dive inside. Start to bring your awareness to your breath. As you inhale, filling up your belly and lifting your left palm up, and then exhaling slowly for a longer period of time than the inhale. Inhale, lift your belly, expand it in all directions. And then exhale as you slowly hug your belly towards your spine. Keep taking a few rounds at your own pace, feeling the beat of your heart with your right palm, and relaxing and committing to your practice on your mat. So try to make the internal decision just to put everything, all to-do lists, all things you have to do or are thinking about doing aside for this quick 30-minute class on inner peace. Release the palms, and we're going to start taking some alternate nostril breathing. So pick up your right palm and close the index, middle, and ring finger, extending the thumb and baby finger out to the sides. As you exhale, cover the right side of your nostril. Exhale completely out the left, and then inhale completely through the left. Then switch sides, exhaling through the right side of your nostril, and then inhaling through the right side of your nostril as you close the left nostril. And switch, covering up the right side nostril, exhaling through the left, then inhaling through the left nostril, switching and covering up the left nostril, and exhaling and then inhaling through the right. So I'm going to let you go a few rounds at your own pace, breathing in through the left, covering up the left, breathing out through the right, and then breathing in through the right as you cover the right side and exhale out the left. You can either keep your eyes closed or have a gentle relaxation of your eyelids, looking at something down on the floor that's not moving. It's a nice cooling breath that decreases mental clutter, equaling out the oxygen intake in both hemispheres of your brain. The next time you exhale out your left nostril, release your palms back down to your knees and simply let your breath be natural. Bring your palms together at heart center. Take a deep inhale through your nose as you exhale deeply through your mouth. Lower your forehead down to your fingers and then release. So let's take an easy child's pose, bringing the knees a little bit closer together than normal. Big toes touch as you drop your forehead down to the mat, bringing your arms alongside your body. If your knees are too close and it's obstructing your breathing in any way, just simply widen them an inch or two away from each other so that your tummy can be free and clear to breathe. So bring your attention back to your breath as you sit in this easy child's pose. And as you inhale, let the breath rise all the way up your spine and into your back body, as well as your tummy. Try to focus on maintaining the inhale and the exhale at a nice steady pace. Plant your palms down underneath your shoulders as you use the strength of your arms to push yourself back up, and then simply bring your knees together and sit back on your heels. Inhale deeply and exhale through your mouth. Again, feel free to close your eyes as you stack one palm open on top of the opposite one, like your hands are a sort of bowl on your lap. Feel free to take ocean sounding breath, which is a slight contraction in the back of the throat, as if you were going to fog a mirror, but with your mouth closed. Either way, breathe deeply into your belly as you inhale, and exhale, contracting the belly into your back body. Bring your palms, one stacked on top of the other, onto your heart space. And then gently tuck your chin in so that your face is coming into your heart center. Bring your palms in prayer. Inhale deeply through your nose as you exhale through your mouth. Come forward onto hands and knees, tabletop pose. Inhale, drop the belly, lift your gaze, tailbone up. Exhale, curl shoulders and head in as you round your spine. Inhale, expand your belly. Exhale, contract. Inhale, expand, keep your elbows straight. Exhale, contract. Inhale, cow, Spread through your fingertips. Exhale, curl inside your heart space. Walk your palms forward a little bit as you step your hips up and back for downward dog. Feel free to bend one knee and then the opposite. Turn your head from side to side and feel the expansion in your hamstrings all the way down to your ankle. Press your chest towards your thighs and then take very slow steps to meet halfway in between your mat. Feet to the edges of the mat, dangle forward over your thighs, either letting your arms hang loose or clasping onto opposite elbows. Feel free to rock forward and back, side to side, or even turning your head one way and then the other, releasing any compression or tension in the back of the neck. Walk your palms out and forward and step back into downward dog. Raise your right leg up to the sky, spread through your toes, and exhale, step your right foot in between your palms, drop your back knee down. Come up onto your fingertips as you open and lengthen through the chest. And then raise your spine up as you lift your arms overhead. Keep your lower abdominals tucked in as you lengthen through your tailbone. Bring your right palm to the inner right knee. Left palm to your hip. Turn open to the left and either keep your left palm on your hip or extend your left arm out behind you for a twist. And release. Bring your hips back center, raise your arms overhead. Exhale, bring your fingertips down to the mat or to a block. Straighten through your right leg and extend through your spine and then fold over your right thigh. Try to breathe deep into your belly as you bend your right knee, plant your palms, and step back into downward facing dog. Turn your head one way and then the other. Then walk your feet a little closer to your hands, feet to the outside edges of the mat, dangle over your thighs, clasping hold onto opposite elbows. Relax your head and neck. So one way to cultivate inner peace is to do asanas, yoga asanas, where you bring your head and your busy mind lower than your heart, so your heart is above your head. Release your elbows, walk your palms forward, and step back into downward dog. Feet and legs are hip-width distance apart. On an inhale, raise your left leg up to the sky, and then gently step your left foot in between your palms, lower the back knee down, and lift up, raising your arms overhead. Keep your tailbone extended and your lower abdominals hugging in. Drop your left palm to the inner left knee, right palm to your right hip, twist open to the right, and either stay here or extend your right arm out behind you. It helps for balance if you have your back foot, your back toes curled under. Release the twist, carefully come back forward, raise your arms overhead, stretch through your hip flexor on your right side, bring your fingertips down to the mat as you straighten through your left leg. Inhale, lengthen your spine and chest, and then exhale, fold over your left leg. Keep the back of the neck long. Your face is in your heart space. And then bend your left knee, plant your palms, and step back into downward facing dog. Palms are shoulder width apart. Come and take a seat with your legs cross-legged, ankles one in front of the other. Then raise your arms overhead and exhale, fold over your thighs, either coming to a block, a bolster, or letting your arms and head lower down. So you can always sit up on a block, a blanket, or a pillow. Focus your breath into the lower belly. Let the back of your neck stretch long as you feel all points of your body that are grounded. Use the strength of your arms to very slowly lift yourself back up, and then simply switch the cross of your leg so the opposite leg is now closer to your pelvis. Inhale, raise your arms overhead, make your spine nice and long, and then exhale, fold forward over your thighs, over your shins, either dropping yourself onto a block or bringing your forearms down to the mat, whatever feels most comfortable for you. Bring your awareness back into your body, into your breath. As you bring your attention back to your fingertips, walking them in using the strength of your arms to help yourself back up. Bring your palms back out onto the mat in front of you, cross over in the front, and step back into downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up to the sky and step your right foot in between your palms, back foot parallel to the short edge of your mat, and walk your upper body to the inside of your right knee. Bend deeply through your right knee. Walk your fingertips out. Curl your shoulder blades onto the back body and lean inside your right knee. So keep trying to push that right knee out and open so that it's not folding inside. Lift back up and lift all the way up into Warrior Two, arms extended out, shoulders are above your hips, palms facing down as you look forward, Drop your left palm down, right arm overhead. Reverse your warrior. Back into warrior two. Hands on your hips, straighten through your right leg. Bring both feet parallel to the short edges of your mat. Inhale, lengthen, palms on your hips. Exhale, fold forward in between your thighs and legs. Wide-legged forward fold. Feel free to walk your feet closer or out to further edges of the mat, but your head should stay off the mat. You can either come up onto your fingertips, bringing your shoulders away from your ears, or what I'm doing here is simply just bringing my palms into prayer position, coming down onto the forearms. Lift back up halfway, spin forward to the top of the mat, back into high lunge, and then step all the way back into downward dog. Shoulders are wrapping away from each other. As you inhale, lift your left leg up to the sky. Step your left foot in between your palms, back foot parallel to the short edge of the mat, warrior two legs. So the left knee is right over top of the left ankle. Walk inside of your legs and then fold forward at a 45-degree angle in your left knee. Bend a little bit deeper. Then lift all the way up into warrior two, arms extending wide out to the side. Left knee is over left ankle, palms facing down. Drop your right palm down, left arm overhead, reverse warrior. Sink your hips a little bit deeper. Come back into warrior two, straighten through your left leg. Bring both feet parallel to the short edge of your mat. Lift up through your toes, hands on your hip as you inhale, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, slowly fold over your thighs. Your palms can either come to blocks or simply rest down on the mat. And you can either stay here or take that arm variation with the forearms down on the ground, palms together in prayer. Keep a slight micro bend in both knees so the joints aren't locking. Ground through all four corners of your feet as you lift back up halfway. Spin to the front of your mat as you bend your left knee and then step back into downward facing dog. Take a breath. Bring your knees down to the mat for that easy child's pose that we did at beginning of class. Big toes touch. Forehead comes down to the mat, arms alongside your body. Observe your breath. Observe how your body feels as opposed to when you first stepped on your mat. Feel grounded and connected to the earth as you walk your palms forward. Curl your back toes under and step back into downward dog. Slowly walk your feet all the way to the top of the mat. Bring your feet hip distance apart. Place your palms on your shins as you exhale, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, fold over your legs, either bringing your palms to blocks or using your two-piece fingers to clasp a hold of your big toes and folding forward over your thighs as your elbows go in opposite directions. Relax your jaw as you bring the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, lengthen up. Bring your heels in, toes out. Squat down, Malasana, yogi squat. Bring your elbows to the inside of your knees as you try to drop your hips as low as you can and lengthen up through the spine so you're not collapsing or rounding in the back. Plant your palms down, lengthen your legs straight or bent, and clasp on hold to opposite elbows and just dangle your spine. Feel free to rock forward and back or side to side, whatever feels good for you. Plant your palms, step back into downward facing dog. Turn your head from side to side as you breathe deeply. Roll forward into plank pose and then drop your knees down to the mat. Come and take a seat. Grab a block. If you don't have a block at home, you can always use a thick book, a couch cushion, or a blanket. Bring your arms out into a cactus shape or a T and just windshield wiper your knees from side to side. Take a hold of your block. Beginners, I would suggest placing it on the lowest level. Otherwise, you can choose any level you like. I'm going for level 2 and place it under your sacrum for supported bridge. Make sure that your knees are not flopping out to the side and that they still remain hip distance apart. Completely relax your upper body. Keep your shoulders away from the ears as you point your palms towards the sky. Feel free to close your eyes, and if you would like to go a little bit further, you can either stay here or extend your legs up to the sky. So this is a great pose to relax and feel your inner peace. Letting your legs dangle up to the sky as you relax your upper body. Heart is above your head. Slowly bend your knees, bringing your feet back down to the mat. Feel yourself grounded and secure and safe. Lift your hips, remove the block, you can place it off to the side. Bring your hips into a cactus or T shape. Shift your hips a little bit over to the right and drop both knees over to the left. one knee stacked on top of the other. Be sure that your right shoulder is grounding down to the mat, collarbones are facing up. If not, you can always place a blanket underneath your right shoulder or a block underneath your knees so that your collarbones stay grounded. Lift your knees back up to center and then shift your hips over to the left, dropping both knees over to the right, one stacked on top of the opposite. Try to breathe deeply into your lower belly, inhaling and then exhaling longer. Lift your knees back up to center, lift your hips so they're back square in center, and then stretch out into Shavasana, our final resting pose. Palms are facing towards the sky, shoulders away from the ears, let your legs flop out to the side. Feel free to close your eyes or even grab an eye pillow from home or a small towel rolled up. Take these last couple minutes and simply relax your entire body, observing how the practice has affected you in your body, mind, and soul. Begin to wake up, wiggle fingers and toes, turn your head gently side to side. Feel free to extend your arms overhead and take a big stretch as you reach through your toes. Roll to one side of your mat, use your arms to come up into a comfortable seat, either cross-legged on a block or kneeling. Place your palms on your knees. Take a moment. Put your left palm on top of your lower belly, your right palm on top of your heart center. Take a few more cleansing breaths in your belly, through the nose, and then out the belly, also through your nose. Keep going. and release your palms, letting go of your breath, letting it return to your natural state. Bring your palms together in front of your heart. Drop your head down to your palms. Inhale deeply through your nose as you exhale through your mouth. Namaste, yogis. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope that you can find the inner peace inside your heart. Thank you. Namaste.